Wow. So Canelo leaves Dazn, at least for the foreseeable future, 2021. They were going to get Mikey Garcia versus who? To replace Canelo? Oh, we're going to talk about it. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Throw a like on the video. Listen, it goes a long way when you guys throw a like on the video. Make that a mandatory thing. Subscribe to the channel, like, comment, all that good stuff. Let's get into it. Now, Keith Eidick posted this. He says, I've been told that Rematchroom USA, DAZN show that had been planned for September 18th will not take place. Was talks of Mikey Garcia versus someone other than Regis Prograis that night. Now, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I really don't, because I'm here to speak the news and the truth. The bad thing is, you heard people, and Eddie Hearn is very familiar with doing this. He'll throw out a fight that he hopes to make, and old media will bite it up, especially if it's a good fight, like, oh, Dillian White, I want him to fight Wilder, or Dillian White, Andy Ruiz, Dillian White, Chris Arreola, Dillian White, Luis Ortiz, whatever. And one by one, all of these fights don't manifest. Eddie Hearn recently said, I want Demetrius Boo Boo Andre, Triple G should fight him this summer. Well, guess what? Today's September 1st. Summer's over. I don't know if it's officially over, but it's pretty much over. And Andrade, we still haven't seen him fight. We don't know who he's fighting. And we know for damn sure it ain't going to be Triple G, right? Mikey Garcia, the topic of this video. They were talking about Mikey fighting Regis Prograis. So it's just a bunch of talk from Eddie Hearn. Mikey Garcia, it says, versus someone other than Regis Prograis. So this is detrimental to boxing, which is why I have to call it out. To advocate for a certain fight publicly, and whether you try or not, but to fail in making it, and then you got the fans already salivating for that particular fight to no avail. Then we find out through ESPN, who did a follow-up to this tweet, that you won't believe this. Mike Coppinger posted, Mikey Garcia was in talks to fight Spain's Sandor Martin, per sources. So his sources say that's who they were talking about fighting. So how do we go from the talk from Eddie Hearn of, yeah, DAZN, we can see if they're on board to make Mikey Garcia Regis Prograis, which is a great fight, especially at 140 or wherever, a catchweight or whatever. It's a great fight. And we go from that to Mikey Garcia versus Sandor Martin on September 18th. And then now, for whatever reason, they canceled the idea. So DAZN didn't approve it, or whatever happened. I don't choose to speculate on why, but now that fight is not happening, or at least on that particular date. And this is a bad look. Look at the first comment I see. DAZN, do they have literally anything planned other than Anthony Joshua versus Usyk? You know, for a man like Eddie Hearn, who said this was the American takeover and that he was going to control the landscape of America, he sure is not doing that. He's the chairman of Rematchroom, and I'll have you guys know that Eddie Hearn has not released a fight on U.S. soil, not Fight Camp or UK or Leeds or anything, on U.S. soil since Devin Haney when he fought Jorge Linares, and that was in late May 29th, I think. So the whole summer, June, July, August, and then now your Mikey Garcia versus Sandor fight is canceled. You lost Canelo. Canelo said he was going to fight on that date. What is going on? Like, what really gives for a subscription-based service that charges you monthly or pre-charges you $100 for the year, and you have no U.S. fights from Devin Haney, Linares in late May? So we'll say you had a May fight, all right, and Canelo fought in May, but June, July, August, September, and we don't know anything about October, November, December. Now he's tweeting this. He said that Dillian White might fight in America, but now it says he's fighting on UK soil, October 30th, and there's just a picture of him and a wolf howling. To protect the sheep, you got to catch the wolf. Are you a sheep or are you a wolf? Bro, we don't even know who Dillian White's fighting. But you said he could fight in America. So their American business is looking foobar. Mikey versus Sandor. You said Dillian White was going to fight in America, then that gets canceled. Chocolatito Estrada 3. I heard it's having problems with money. We'll see what happens with that fight. But what are you supplying for your American audiences, especially since this was the braggadocious, pompous British promoter who came out and said he was going to take over the American scene and the American takeover. And if you were super middleweight, you had to sign the Dazn. Where are your American fights? Somebody please let me know the next rematch room, Dazn USA fight. And it's like Dazn as a company, I feel like this is a bad look that if you want to pull out from America, then you got to just pull the dagger out. If you want to turn your sights to Leeds and, you know, UK or Italy or whatever, then you got to spare your US fans that are hoping for something to happen. And then they just lost Canelo. This is bad, people. This is bad. But the great Ego Stradamus strikes again. I told you these moments were coming. Y'all didn't believe me. Hope you believe me now. No US fights announced. We have no traction. Mikey fight fell apart. Canelo is fighting on Fox PBC. Good luck. Use my link in the description to get TUBEBUDDY. Awesome way to make money on YouTube like yours truly. Use my link, TUBEBUDDY. I appreciate you guys. Subscribe. More content coming. And I'm out.